Prescott wants to play, and he wants to play now. And the Cowboys keep saying, slow down, we're going to play Cooper Rush. And let history be your guide. So why would Dak be nervous? He's popular, he's talented, he's made Pro Bowls. And everything to worry about with Cooper Rush. That is ridiculous, or is it? Let's go back to the beginning of Dak's career. Didn't he replace the injured Tony Romo? Nobody thought Dak was as talented as Tony Romo. Tony Romo had made 4 Pro Bowls. Tony Romo was a naturally gifted thrower. Tony Romo at the time had the 3rd highest passer rating of all time. I'll slow it down for you. All time. But Tony Romo got hurt again. And 4th round Dak was inserted. Dak was more mechanical than Tony Romo. Cooper Rush is more mechanical than Dak. The Cowboys suddenly really leaned into the run game to support Dak. The Cowboys are really leaning into the run game to support Cooper Rush. And Jerry Jones immediately had a great fondness for both Dak then and Cooper Rush now. Let history be your guide. Nobody thought Dak was as good as Tony Romo. Dak got off to a great start. Cooper Rush is off to a great start. This is what Dak sees. Dak's not stupid. He sees it. What if Cooper Rush goes to Philly and wins? Many believe that's the best team in the league. Folks, you don't have a quarterback controversy until you have a quarterback controversy. Tony Romo, wildly popular. Commercials everywhere. Tony Romo was talented. Made twice as many Pro Bowls that Dak has. Much more natural thrower than Dak. Tony Romo was in the middle of a huge contract. And then Tony Romo got hurt again. The questions about Tony Romo, can he win the big game? He was 2-4 in the playoffs. Are the same questions about Dak. Can he win the big game? He's 1-3 in the playoffs. One thing we know about Jerry loves a good story that makes him look smart, especially that makes him look football smart. He loved that Tony Romo was undrafted. He loved that Dak Prescott went in the 4th round. He loves that Cooper Rush, nobody else saw him undrafted. The Cowboys did. Jerry did. Jerry knows football. Jerry loves these stories. And Dak sees all of this. And I know what you're saying now. It's way different. No, it's not. Let's go look at Tony Romo's career stats and Dak's today. They are identical. Identical. Win percentage, completion percentage, yards per attempt, passer rating, identical. And Dak is played behind a much better offensive line on average than Tony Romo did. Tony Romo, 10th highest passer rating to this day in the NFL. Tony Romo, double the Pro Bowls. Tony could have still played. He was hurt again, getting hurt more often. That sounds familiar. Dak wants to get back, and Dak wants to get back fast. You don't think there's any similarities? Everybody, not going to get rid of Tony Romo for that guy from Mississippi State. You got shows all over the country, opinion shows now, filled with cowboy opinionists. They're all talking about how good Cooper Rush is. You don't think Dak sees any of it? That's why Dak wants back now. And Mike McCarthy, his coach yesterday, said, we're taking it slow. Let history be your guide. Dak knows how he entered this league. He can feel it. He can see it. He's hurt again. And this unknown guy, a little bit more mechanical, team leaning into the run game, the owner's smitten with him. Wasn't that long ago. Cooper Rush wins against Philadelphia. Wait until you hear what people say then. That's why Dak wants back. All right, we in the media have to have more discretion than you, the fans. Fan is short for fanatic. Fans love all their prospects. Fans think every draft pick is going to be great. And of the 7 to 8 players you drafted, 2 will be bust, 2 will get hurt, 2 will underachieve, 1 will be great, and 2 will be good enough. You think they're all going to crush. Nobody ever looks at their draft and goes, we didn't nail it. So when Lamar Jackson came out for Baltimore, of course they thought he was going to be great. They thought Kyle Bowler was going to be great. They thought Joe Flacco was going to be great. So Raven fans always like to say to anybody that didn't love Lamar Jackson initially, you used to criticize him. Everybody did. His first year, he completed 58% of his throws. He couldn't win coming from behind. Of course I had my questions. I had my questions coming out, but it's okay to be wrong. What it's not okay to be is stubborn. That's not okay, ever. So another number came out yesterday. NFL Statistics released this. The best passer rating against the blitz this year? How interesting. Lamar Jackson, number 1 in the NFL. Okay, Colin, but he can't throw from the pocket. No, he's now tied for the NFL lead with 10 touchdown passes from the, quote, middle of the pocket. Well, he's not that, throwing the ball. He completes 64% of his passes this year and 64% of his passes in his career. And Baltimore spends less money on receivers than almost any team in the league. Your eyes are wrong. My data is right. It is okay to be wrong. These are all prospects. Most don't hit. Even NFL general managers will tell you by the 4th pick, it's a finger cross. You really don't know. But to be stubborn on Lamar, that's not good. 3 things are big for quarterbacks. Winning. 54 starts, he's 40-14. Production. 96 touchdowns, 36 picks. Won't even mention his legs there. Talent. His passer ratings, 98. He is absolutely in the discussion of a top 10 quarterback. Stylistically, doesn't look like any we've had in a long time. But skepticism early on Lamar Jackson was healthy. You don't want to be a fanboy and a pom-pom waver. His first year in the league, he completed 58% of his throws. He won immediately, but it wasn't pretty, and he didn't play very well from behind. But now we're getting data that shows. Again, end of last year, data. This year now, more data. Best quarterback in the league against the blitz. I said this a couple nights ago. You can see his self-awareness when he runs now. He's looking to slide. He didn't 2 years ago. It is okay to be wrong. Fans think all their draft picks are going to be great. Fans think all their prospects are going to be great. Most aren't. But now if you're still doubting Lamar, you're just stubborn. Media, fans, dude can play. Dude's a winner. Dude's talented. Dude's productive. 54 NFL games, 40 wins, 14 losses. There is no disputing that. And this past week, we saw him outduel Joe Burrow, who got to the Super Bowl, took the Bengals on his shoulders. We saw him outduel Joe Burrow. It's now what he does almost every Sunday. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.